Have you ever wondered, how did this war actually start? Was it really about oil? Or something much deeper? Was it the oil, like the rumors say? Was it America trying to control the Middle East? Was it a diplomatic disaster nobody talks about? Everyone has a theory. Nobody has the full story. Don't worry, we are here to explain it all. From the very beginning, step by step, no confusion. Because this conflict did not start with bombs or missiles. It started with oil, a betrayal, and one decision in 1953 that the world is still paying for today. Chapter 1. They were once friends. For most of history, America and Iran had a genuinely warm relationship. In the early 1900s, Iran was known as Persia, a proud ancient nation sitting on top of one of the largest oil reserves ever discovered on Earth. But there was a problem. Britain controlled Iran's oil through the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company. Iranians were doing the dangerous work deep underground and getting almost nothing back. Britain was taking almost all of the profit. In 1951, an Iranian named Mohammad Mossadegh became prime minister. He had one mission: take the oil back. The Iranian people loved him for it. Chapter 2. The Betrayal. What America did next would poison the relationship for the next 70 years. Mossadegh nationalized Iran's oil, took it from Britain and gave it back to the Iranian people. Britain was furious. They went to America and said one word that changed everything: communism. They claimed Mossadegh was going to hand Iran to the Soviet Union. In 1953, the CIA and British intelligence launched a secret operation called Operation Ajax. They paid mobs to riot in the streets and overthrew Mossadegh's government in a coup. The CIA installed the Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, as Iran's ruler. He was loyal to America. But to Iranians, he was a dictator backed by a foreign power. The wound never healed. Chapter 3. The Revolution. 26 years of anger finally exploded in 1979 and changed everything. The Iranian people rose up and overthrew the Shah. A religious leader named Ayatollah Khomeini returned from exile and took power. His message was clear: Iran belongs to Iranians, and America is the great Satan. Then came the hostage crisis. Iranian students stormed the American embassy in Tehran and held 52 Americans hostage for 444 days. America was humiliated on live television. Chapter 4. Decades of conflict. From 1979 onward, every decade brought a new escalation between the two nations. In the 1980s, America secretly supported Iraq during its war with Iran, a war that killed over 1 million people. America even gave Saddam Hussein weapons and intelligence. In 1988, an American warship accidentally shot down an Iranian passenger plane, killing all 290 civilians on board. America never fully apologized. Iran never forgot. Then came the nuclear standoff. Iran began secretly building nuclear technology. America and the world feared they were building a weapon. Sanctions were imposed, crushing Iran's economy for years. Ordinary Iranians paid the price of their government's ambitions. Chapter 5. The Modern Crisis. By 2020, the two nations were closer to open conflict than at any point in history. In January 2020, American forces eliminated Iran's most powerful military commander, General Qasem Soleimani, in a drone operation at Baghdad airport. Iran called it an act of aggression. The world held its breath, waiting for what came next. Iran responded by launching ballistic missiles at American bases in Iraq. Dozens of American soldiers suffered traumatic brain injuries, but both sides stepped back from the edge, barely. Then in June 2025, Israel and America struck Iran's nuclear sites directly, the first time in history. The 12-day conflict had begun.
Both sides pulled back.
A ceasefire was reached on June 24th. Chapter 6. Why it really matters. This conflict is not just about two countries. It affects the whole world. The Middle East controls nearly half of the world's oil supply. Every time America and Iran escalate, oil prices rise globally. Every country on Earth feels it at the fuel pump. Over 900 Americans have been killed in incidents linked to Iran or its proxy forces since 1983. On the Iranian side, hundreds of thousands have suffered from conflict, economic pressure, and instability. This did not have to happen. One decision in 1953 set off a chain reaction that the world is still living with today. Two nations, decades of mistrust, thousands of lives lost, and a conflict that still has no end in sight. The story of America and Iran is a reminder that the decisions of the powerful always fall hardest on the powerless. Subscribe for more.